Hello, what's going on, people? Welcome back to On the Go podcast. And it's been a while, a month exactly. We've been away, and for certain reasons, obviously, but we thank God we're back and with a bang. And first of all, I think we go back to everything us now. And let's welcome my guy, my twin brother, Barry. What's up? How is it over
Man,
there?
is amazing. The weather is pretty nice. No ash just yet, so we're getting used to it. I mean,
That's great. So we just finished watching Arsenal Wolves last as at my time here yesterday, right?
uh,
So and
yesterday,
yeah, yesterday Arsenal Wolves, and we watched a couple of the matches this Sunday too. Man City, Tottenham, Liverpool, Fulham, and many more matches like that with a lot of goals. But first of all, let's talk about
yeah.
Arsenal versus Wolves.
I mean, Arsenal this season, first of all, we've not really caught up. Like, had to analyze them so much, but looking at Wolves, you can see that Arsenal is getting back to their fluidity, and we are playing fantastic. We were playing fantastically well until the second half, and
Yeah.
it's exciting to see from our top of the table. So come May, we hope we are there.
Yeah, but like first of all, you said you pinpointed about our second half performance. But what do you think about the Arsenal's front three right now, or front five, will I say, since the emergence of Jesus back from injury? What's your take
Um,
on the fluidity we are having now? Because beginning of the season, I remember a couple of people have been complaining about our fluidity that is not there like last season. But now I think we are from the Champions League match that we just finished watching too against Lens. I think it shows that we are back to our best in sense like how will I use this word? We are scoring early. Let's just say in the past two matches we've scored early. Last season that was what was accustomed to us now. But now,
yeah,
beginning of this season is more of grinding the win and working hard and staying solid at the back. But right now, in the past two matches, we are seeing the old Arsenal of last season. What's your take, and what do you think is our best three of best five?
I mean our best five. I think we should make it a best seven. To be honest, we need to integrate Ketia into the front line too, because
Yeah,
we need him scoring just in case Gabriel Jesus falls, like he gets injured again. So we
yeah,
need him definitely to be firing as well. I mean, after his hat-trick, we thought it was just the opportunity to push on from there, but it seems Ateta knows better and prefers Gabriel. But definitely, Havertz now too has scored
yeah.
um two goals in three matches, so it's exciting to see how he can involve more in our attack, because he's been doing the basics right and the defensive work. But we bought him for 60 million for him to create, see more flair in his game, and that's what we are seeing now,
I think
arriving at the box time, and obviously integrating Trossard into the attacking midfield. This the last two three matches is definitely what we want to see, because I mean he played that position so much in the preseason, so you can see that him playing in the attacking midfield seems seamless to him, and he's doing well there so far.
yeah, and you're right there, and you can see the. I think against Lens, we're talking about the match. Was it Lens against Brentford when we were having our chat on the WhatsApp group? I think we are talking about how tight the match was, and I think I have a screenshot of when I said Ateta needs to bring in Kai Havertz as quick as possible because it's looking like we need to go direct more, and Havertz is going to win a lot of duels, and I think that's what we are seeing more now. And even against Wolves, you can see that when the they scored this first goal, their goal. I mean,
Yeah.
Ateta instructed the players just go long to Havertz because we have that chance to sustain pressure when the pressure comes. So I think you're right there. And I can see Odegaard. So Odegaard scoring his trademark goals and all that, and it's nice to see, and to let people understand the fact that Arsenal were not a one-hit wonder. Last season was not a fluke, and we are here again, and we're ready to stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're ready to stay. I mean, and people need to stop criticizing Martin Odegaard, to be
yeah,
honest, because like he's been delivering for us since we signed him
yeah,
in Madrid from Madrid. I mean, so like for him to have what they call it, a deep in fun,
yeah,
he's human. So like they should just allow him to bed into the squad again. And you can see he's bedding quite well,
yeah,
and you can see his flair and why he's our captain like,
yeah.
in Wolves game.
Yeah, you're right. So let's look at the um next five fixtures for Arsenal. What's your take on it?
Okay.
We have
I mean,
Luton versus Arsenal this Tuesday. We have Arsenal Aston Villa away to Villa with their form now. I think is a dangerous game to go and play. We also have Arsenal Brighton. We dealt with last season 3-0 win for Brighton, and that's another difficult game. And we also have Liverpool after Brighton. That's another tough game from last season. Then Arsenal West Ham, another tough game. So like I had I watched on the internet on Sky Sports. How would I use Paul Mason said if you can go through the next five games still at top of the Premier League, I think we're going to win it. What's your take on that?
I think it's too early to decide who is going to win the Premier League by
Yeah,
the end of five matches.
yeah,
Because if you look at the way Man City play, then top gear come April, April. So like we need to be there and about around that time,
yeah,
firing as well. So like wouldn't I wouldn't say the next five matches will decide if we'll win the Premier League or not. Or I mean, professionally, I think the players will not be looking past Lawton, newly
yeah. I
promoted
think
side,
I think
playing a top side in the Premier League. Definitely, they will want to show up why they are or they are meant for the Premier League. I mean, you can see the way they performed against Liverpool. So you shouldn't be complacent about going to Lawton and think it's going to be an easy one.
yeah, I think you're right there because you could see, as I said, we started slow this season, whereby we're not scoring much goals, we're conceding less. But I
Mm-hmm.
think we are entering this busy period of this season at a key period whereby I think we are getting fluid, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
And I think it is important that we are getting to that level now. Whereas last season, when we're entering this period, I think we're entering this period with likes facing the likes of Liverpool, the likes of West Ham, whereby we are dropping points from leading position. But I think this season, right now, this coming five fixtures will give us more energy because we have how will I use this word? We have sustained energy earlier in the season after 13 game,
But
13.
still early in the season, we've not even played that
We
full
are still
season yet.
early, but at this time last season, we're still just about 8 games, just because of the World Cup. But right now, we are already cut out of we're almost entering the mid part of the season. Come the end of December, we're going to be half already. But last season, we're not half already by the end of December.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And I think the difference, what I'm trying to say is that we are going to be entering this period with more players in form, not exhausted. I don't know if you understand what I mean. They are not going to be exhausted.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, they're not going to be exhausted. They are going to be and you could see with Arteta. I think that's one of the things I love about Arteta this season. Whereby when we lost Partey, he noticed that he can't use Rice and Odegaard with Havertz at the same time because Odegaard was dealing with injury. He brought in
Mhm.
Jorginho to pick form, and he slotted in Rice into the Xhaka role and Havertz together. I think that's one thing that Arteta is doing well this season, whereby he's rotating the squad, he's making them get to their peak, rest them again. And I think that's what he has done with White and Tomiyasu again.
Yeah, but he needs to do more of that with the likes of Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think you are right.
Nelson needs to come in.
Yes,
Like
yes,
a game like Brentford, we needed to see someone like Nelson,
yeah,
something different
yeah,
from our wingers, but we didn't see that. So
yeah.
definitely, we need him to rotate as much as possible in the front line as well,
Yeah,
because
because
you don't
you
want a
could see
situation like any of
Havertz
the season.
performed. Havertz performed in their last match. In our last match, I mean,
Yeah,
against Lens and yeah, against Lens, and we he scored again in the next match. Before he scored in Brentford, he scored in Lens, and he was rested.
yeah,
Brought in Trossard. I think you're right. He needs to rotate more in terms of Gabriel Jesus. I think he did that against Wolves, but Nketiah didn't take his chance. I think that's one thing we need to work on. A
yeah,
lot.
you're absolutely right.
I think our finishing needs to pick again. We need to start
Yes, and we
scoring
need to kill
games
games.
as quick as
I've
possible.
been saying that since the last season. We need to kill games.
Yeah.
Like it's going to hurt us come the end of the season if we don't start learning how to kill games.
Yeah, and I
Like
think that's where you're right.
we
Whereby
should have
I think
probably been
the likes of
we are
Wolves,
killing games.
yeah,
We are killing games in Champions League, but we need to kill games here in Premier League because that is where the marathon is. Once you kill games, you have the chance to bed your players, rest them, and everything. But so far, we've not been able to kill enough games.
yeah, I think you're right there, and I think the likes of Arsenal was, for example, I think it was important that it brought in Nelson in for Saka, whereby the game was open. I think with the pace of Nelson, he could have done enough to secure that third goal.
Absolutely.
But it's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the other results. Then we could talk about the Champions League campaign so far. What do you think about today's match? You could see a lot of drama, superb goals, man. Superb goals from the likes of Arnold,
Sakas.
McAllister, um, Son from Alan too, and
Yeah.
Foden. What's your take on that result? And I think this result speaks a lot, and it gives us more confidence and to know that we need to focus on ourselves, and I'm sure we're going to be fine.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We have to focus on ourselves and you have to look at the fact that last season, whereby there were only like two, three teams that could take points from Manchester City. But this time around, we've already seen like four teams already that already picked up points from Manchester City. So
Yeah,
like we need as much play teams in the Premier League to take points off Man City and take our chances. I mean, I thought the match against Fulham earlier this season, I thought we lost the opportunity to win to be at the top as early as
yeah,
possible. Likewise, Chelsea's match, I thought that was the chance where we could cement our spot in the top of the league, but we didn't do that as well. But lucky enough, Man City has dipped in form a bit. So right now we are 2 points ahead of Liverpool,
yeah,
which is exciting because Liverpool at the moment are not stable. They're conceding goals left, right, and center. So
yeah.
it's the right time to be at the top of the table and the right set of fixtures, to be honest, until we face the
Yeah,
likes of Aston Villa, and Liverpool again.
yeah. I think you're right there. I think if we scale through this top next five matches and stay at the top, I think it sets up this mentality whereby we just need to win, just win and we are fine, just win we are fine, and we
Yeah,
won't have to care about any other person. And you
yeah.
said about
And
Liverpool there,
hopefully we are injury free.
yeah, and we have a lot of players to be back to.
Yeah, hopefully we're injury free
Yeah,
during
very
this
important.
December. It's important we have our key players like Odegaard, Price, Saliba
Yeah,
fit in the team so that we can, and Saka as well and Martinelli,
yeah.
so that we can, what do you call it, build on the beginning of the season. So
Yeah, I think you're right there. Looking at those matches, I can pinpoint most of the matches we are looking at right now, aside from Aston Villa, whereby we won late. Saliba played that game. Saliba didn't play against Liverpool away, and he didn't
mhm.
play against Brighton at home last season. So I think this next five matches will speak a lot. And Now, the FA Cup draw. I almost forgot that. What's your take on that draw? And
I
Liverpool
mean,
coming back to the Emirates.
after I saw the drive, I obviously we spoke about it on WhatsApp, and you made me like you called my attention to the fact that the likes of Mo Salah
Yeah,
would be great for the African Cup of Nations, which is a big plus for Arsenal at
yeah,
the time where we'll be facing them. But at the same time, also we'll be losing the likes of Partey,
yeah,
Nani, and Tomiyasu. So
yeah.
like that we have to take advantage of, and hopefully we have our players fit back by that time.
I think
Because
that's
considering Liverpool right now, they are done with Allinson, they are done with Matip, they are done with um a couple of more players, Jota as well. So
yeah, and then they're also
it's
going to
the
be
right
done
time.
with. They'll be done with a lot of players for AFCON. Salah,
Yes.
Watari Hendo. We have Matip, as you said. That's if he's still playing for. I'm not sure he still plays for Cameroon. So
Okay.
and those are key players for Liverpool. And also,
Absolutely.
I think we'll be back with Timber come January. So I think he's going to.
I think that would be too early though.
I think
We're looking at, let's
I
say,
think based on what they're saying, I think he's going to be back
hopefully we
come
get him
January.
back because we need him to replace
Tomiyasu
Zinchenko in that position
and
because it's
Tomiyasu is going.
we really need him to replace Zinchenko at that left back position because he's losing a lot of he's
Because
losing possession to the opponent so much,
yeah,
and we don't need that. We need perfection in
yeah,
our defense, and
yeah,
that's what Gabriel and Saliba has given us so far this season.
yeah,
I mean, Liverpool's match today was like immense. Fulham that you thought, okay, since they lost Mitrovic in the
yeah.
summer, they they couldn't get themselves back. But come on, see what they did.
Yeah,
They gave Liverpool the run for their money. So
I think it's more
it was
of
exciting.
I think it's more of giving more credit to Fulham. They've been struggling earlier this season, but I think they're coming back to their form. And I think, as I said, it's more credit to Fulham to see that kind of match, to witness it,
Yeah.
rather than give credit to Liverpool for playing a good game or scoring those kind of goals. At the end of the day, they won. But I think for a team that wants to win the league, I think they need to work better. They need to work better in terms of
Defense.
the defense.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Then Postecoglou, Andrew Postecoglou had Tottenham. I mean, the scoreline today shows the relentless um and the non-die attitude that he has instilled in the
Yeah.
Tottenham's um Tottenham team right now and the club as a whole. He's managing the club perfectly, and I think with a couple of more signings, they'll be challenging for the title the next 3 to 4 years.
Yes, I think you're right there.
Because
So
absolutely, they had like a lot of injuries, and Man City had few injuries, so it was good enough. But
yeah,
like, well, the performance they showed that it was a good performance.
yeah, you're right there. I think we just need to focus on ourselves, as I said, and let's focus on Luton's match. Luton's match now. Arsenal versus
Okay,
Luton coming on Tuesday. Coming on Tuesday.
yeah.
What's your take on that match, and where do you think what do you think we need to do to secure that win quick and get out of there? And what's your
First
prediction?
of all, we need to play faster
Yeah,
from the back. We need to build up faster so that we can isolate Saka and Martinelli because we need them running at their fullbacks. We don't want them doubling up on these our full wingers because it
yeah,
makes it more difficult to take chances.
yeah, you're
So
right.
if we can do that, I think it should be an easy run into the game and hopefully win the match. But if you're telling me to give a prediction, I'll probably give a 3-0 win to Arsenal.
I think
Not going to be easy.
that was
Not
what's
going
in
to be
my head. 3-0
not
win.
going to be easy, but yeah, it's not going to be easy. But we need. I think we'll score those goals. We'll be able to score the goals.
As you said, because you gave that prediction, I think I'll just go for a 4-1 victory. I wanted to go for 3-1 too, but I'll just go
Clean
for
sheet. We need
4-1.
clean sheet.
We need clean sheets,
We need
yeah,
to.
yeah.
We need to.
But there's just
And the reason why I gave 3-0 is because Arsenal has been fantastic away in the Premier League. So
yeah,
even in Europe too. So like we need the clean sheet, and I think we are used to getting clean sheet away from home. We know that we're defending first is the first thing we need to do away from home. But at home, because of our fans, we're so excited and we load the attacking thought when we are trying to create chances.
I think
I'll leave at the back of the line shot.
yeah, I think we are going to this match with a good form, great belief, and I think whatever score we can get, we just need to win and get out of there and just keep pushing till
Yes,
we
keep
face
taking
it.
the game out.
Just keep picking the 3 point, and that's what matters. So,
Exactly.
and coming after this podcast, we are going to be having two of our good friends, that's in likes of Fatio and Abu, to join the podcast for the rest of the season. So it's going to be nice to have a conversation
Relating to
with them.
anything Arsenal, we
Yeah,
have to discuss about Arsenal. We
yeah,
have the two of them come on, then we liaise and join minds up and analyze the match basically and
yes.
build up to any
And also
match.
criticize.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
criticize the players and the teams and what they call referees as well because they've been
yeah,
shit in the
yeah,
Premier League so far
exactly.
this
Exactly.
season. Yeah,
So that's nice. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons and also watch more of our podcast. Thank you very much. See you soon. Cheers. Cheers, bro.
please
Peace.
talk to you later.
Sure.